Hello! Today I am revisiting Honeysuckle fragrance. I made a video just a few weeks ago where I bought Aerin Mediterranean Honeysuckle Perfume and was a little bit disappointed that the honeysuckle part of that didn't come through very strongly. So since then I have gone on an epic adventure buying every honeysuckle perfume I could find. I tried to stay away from perfumes that were discontinued and therefore very expensive for resale, repurchase purposes. I did buy some that are discontinued, but they were not expensive, so they must not have been very popular when they were out in the first place. So I have 11 honeysuckle fragrances. I'm now going to rank for you from worst to best. So in last place, number 11, is this Lollia Dream perfume. It's white tea and honeysuckle, or it's supposed to be white tea and honeysuckle. It has linden, lime blossom, white tea, bergamot, and honeysuckle. To me, it smells very powdery. This little bottle was $10 plus shipping. It was not free shipping, so it was like $17 by the time I was done for this. It smells very dime store to me. Not that there's anything wrong with a dime store perfume, but when you're spending so much money, you hope that there's something a little bit different that you couldn't pick up at your local drugstore. So very mature woman, more mature woman than me. I'm not there yet. Maybe in another 40 years I'll be to the mature woman state where I would want something so powdery. So that is in my last place. I don't smell any honeysuckle at all in this one. In number 10 is Mary Kay Sparkling Honeysuckle. This is one of the ones that I had to purchase off of eBay, that they don't seem to be manufacturing this anymore. It has a very nice sprayer. I liked that. So very nice aerosol, good amount comes out and travels. But to me, it smells like gardenias. It doesn't smell like honeysuckle at all. It has pear, mandarin, honeysuckle, freesia, and iris. But all of that is adding up to me to gardenia. I know that honeysuckle is a white floral, but as I said before, I had a honeysuckle bush growing up, so I'm very familiar with the way that honeysuckle smells. So I really am looking for something that's true to that plant smell. And this just doesn't get there. It's gardenia. Next is Perlier Sweet Honeysuckle. I think this might have been a discontinued one also that I got on eBay. This smells soapy and a little powdery and a little bitter. I'm still ranking it higher than the other two, but it's not something that I'm going to keep and wear. So that's all of my notes said on that. Powdery, bitter, not really the honeysuckle I'm looking for. I've attracted a fly with all the honeysuckle. Next is Bath and Body Works Wild Honeysuckle. This also was discontinued. Some bottles on eBay are very expensive. Some bottles on eBay are not that expensive. So I got a not that expensive bottle, brand new in the box. It's supposed to have jasmine, violet, honeydew, and cassis. So it's okay. It's just sort of a generic white floral. I'm not getting honeysuckle in that at all. For me, a honeysuckle perfume has to have 3 components. It needs to smell sweet, like the white floral sweetness. It needs to have some kind of vanilla or something, because you can eat the honeysuckle. So I know what it tastes like too. So I need to have that extra part of it that I can taste in there. So, and then it needs to have the sort of a green herbal scent from the whole plant. Um, so this is missing the taste part of that for me. Otherwise, it's it smells like a sort of generic perfume. It's fine, but it is not what I was looking for. Now to number 7. I bought just a travel size of Aerin Mediterranean Honeysuckle in Bloom. So what makes this different than the other Mediterranean honeysuckle is that they've added more white floral to it. So it's added tuberose, honey, citrus, and honeysuckle. I cannot wear tuberose. It smells great to me as a fragrance on the card, but as soon as I put tuberose on, it just smells like rotting flowers. It just does not work with my body chemistry at all. So that was a disappointment. This is a lovely fragrance. It still doesn't have that strong honeysuckle note to it, and unfortunately it's not something that I'm going to be able to wear, but I liked it better than some of the other ones. Now at number 6 is Elizabeth Arden Green Tea and Honeysuckle. This is inexpensive, and it's got a sort of inexpensive sprayer. The whole thing is just inexpensive. I like the way it smells. The green tea is very strong. It's not overly sweet. I don't get honeysuckle, and unfortunately, I can only smell it on myself for about 30 minutes. So it is not a long-lasting fragrance. It is something that you need to apply it generously and often. So it's just not knocking me out for the amount of work involved to have something that lasts all day. I mean, you'd have to carry it around and keep spraying yourself. And really the green tea, sort of a light floral green tea, is more of what I get from that. And I like it, but it's not the winner this time. Now I'm getting down to the top 5. And the good news is most of these do smell like honeysuckle. So in number 5 is Caswell-Massey Honeysuckle. This smells almost like honeysuckle. Again, I told you that it needs to have the white floral, the green. This has both of those. It's missing the vanilla or sugar or whatever it is that would make you want to eat it. So it's very close, but it's just slightly not getting there. I bought this in a very nice set of all of their of 4 of their New York Botanical Garden fragrances. So hopefully there's still some value in some of these, and I will probably wear this. It's just close but not right there. Next is from Fresh Honeysuckle. This has a fruit top note of peach and blackcurrant, and it is super juicy. When you first spray it, I love the top note. It's not honeysuckle, but I love the top note. It's terrific. And then it's a very white floral fragrance. It has honeysuckle and jasmine, so I think the jasmine is pushing it a little bit too far away from the honeysuckle for that to really come through. It's just more of a, a fruity, juicy, white floral perfume. And I like it, but again, it's not quite getting where I'm trying to get. So in third place, I am putting the Mediterranean Honeysuckle in just the regular version, Mediterranean Honeysuckle, which I did the blind buy and unboxing of last time. So the honeysuckle is very buried in there, and it's like a citrus overall, citrus, light, summery. I like it a lot. You have to be very generous with your spray. Spray a lot, and something in here makes me sneeze like crazy just when I first put it on. So it's not something that I would want to take and reapply at all during the day because I'll have a sneezing fit. But when I'm at home and I know I don't have to go anywhere for the first, 10 minutes after I put on a perfume, I really like it. So that has made the number 3 spot. In second place is Jo Malone Honeysuckle and Davana cologne. This really gets the green part of the honeysuckle. It's really an interesting scent. It's very herbal. It has a hint of the honeysuckle, but it's not. It doesn't come across as like a white floral. It's very herbal and earthy and green, and I like it a lot. And I was also really impressed with the number of little extras that I got from Jo Malone when I made this purchase directly from them. It came with 2 trial size other fragrances. It came with a sample of myrrh and tonka and a sample of their yellow and red hibiscus colognes that they are selling now, and poppy and barley cologne. So it came with this little bag just stuffed full of trial and sample size perfumes. So I'm very happy that I purchased it directly from their website, and I like the perfume a lot. I bought the smaller bottle, but I could see myself investing in the larger bottle. This is a little bit more pricey than the other ones, but if you're looking for a honeysuckle, I think it's worth it, especially with when I tell you what my number 1 pick is and what I do. So my number 1 pick is Demeter Honeysuckle. This smells just like honeysuckle. It's amazing. I was so impressed when I first sprayed it, and it just, this rush of memories of what it's like to be standing right in front of a real honeysuckle plant. This captures it. This is brilliant, and it's inexpensive. So what I've been doing is I'm either wearing the Aerin Mediterranean Honeysuckle or the Jo Malone Honeysuckle and Davana perfume, and then I am layering them with the Demeter Honeysuckle just to give that honeysuckle note, that extra kick that I'm really looking for. And it's wonderful. This takes one of those other perfumes to not just having the honeysuckle that I'm looking for, but then taking this one and adding it to something more layered and nuanced than just a straight honeysuckle fragrance. So I'm definitely going to check out some more of Demeter's fragrances. They have interesting names. They're not expensive, so you can play. They sell samples, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, this really ticks all the boxes in what honeysuckle should smell like and does smell like. So there it is. My quest is complete for the perfect honeysuckle perfume for summer, and by adding it to some of the other ones that I have that were close but not quite there, this can bump them up to that extra layer of honeysuckle that I wanted. And then I have a whole library of fragrances that I can play with when I just want a little bit something different, depending on my mood. So I hope you found what you were looking for, and you can let me know in the comments below if there's a honeysuckle perfume that I missed that you really think I should take a look at.